think I'll ask you, but you can look at the camera.
I
Is
can
that
look at the
okay?
camera. Okay, all right. Okay.
Okay, whenever. Are you ready?
Yep, I've already gone.
All right. Just give an introduction, greetings to Jeremy. I'm going to be asking you some questions that he had sent, so
Yeah.
we'll just let you say hello first.
Hello, Jeremy. I'm Chris. You're a good friend, and I'm here with Sarah, and I would like to appreciate our efforts to put down the project that we have, and we'll be able. I would be much. I'm so much. I mean, I'm grateful for the work that is going on here, which is a very important work.
Can you explain how the fish are doing now, today?
Yeah, the fish are doing very well. They are growing very fast, and they are very lively.
And how many have you lost?
We have lost 2 fish.
So you still have over 4,000 fish.
Yeah, we have over 4,000 fish
Whoa.
intact.
And he wants to know what you've been feeding them. So the pellets and what the ingredients are, a little bit more about the omena.
Yes.
And where you got the idea to, for the recipe.
Yeah, when we started, I think when the team left us with a small bunch of fish meal or fish food, which was best for that time because the fingerlings were still very small. And then as they grew up, we made a lot of consultation in line with what could be used to make the fish grow as the time went by. So we came to discover that at certain level, after 2 months, we could now look for a better or a different type of food to give to the fish. Therefore, we left giving them because it was like when you were giving them the first type of food, they could get hungry very fast. That means they grew to a stage that they could be able now to eat some bigger crumbs of food compared to the flour or the dusty one that we started with. Let me, so to speak. So now, when we realized that they were demanding a lot, and they needed some better food or food that could be better for them at that stage, I made a lot of consultation. Then we were able to get different types of things that we could put together. One of them was omena or daga, a kind of fish, that small fish. And then we were also advised that we could get soybeans, and then we could also get maize, dry maize, and then we could also get dry wheat, and then we could also get rice, and then mix all this together and take to the posho mill to grind. And then after that, we could take that flour or that
The mixture.
the mixture, and then now make it into pellets.
So you bought a machine that will make it into
Yes,
pellets.
I bought a machine. I think around the time that some money was sent to me for the work, I went ahead to buy the machine. I bought a machine at 7,000 from Kisumu, a minced meat machine, which now we use to make pellets. Now after making pellets, because we were mixing that flour, that mixture with water, and then we could make it, use the machine to make those things into pieces, small pieces, and then air it out, put in the sun to dry up.
Can you explain the pumps, how you have the air pump and you have the water pumping into the pond, how it's all still in one pond? Just kind of give him a summary of what it's looking like right now.
Yeah, like right now we have two sources of power. We have a generator, and this is a backup when there's blackout. We switch it on, because given that the pond is the water is static, and the nature of fish that we are growing, we cannot they cannot survive without they, they cannot survive without air, the air pump. So we have the, the the generator and the power. When the power is off, we put the generator, and then it pumps that air 24/7. If since the team left up to now, the pump is always on. It has never stopped.
And then you made the water pump. Explain how you made the plumber came in and put in different pumps for the water too.
Yeah, you see when the team came, they came with the five
Solar.
solar solar pumps, and these are water pumps that are using solar. So these water pumps, especially during drought, what we were doing with this water pump was to drain water, because you see when the drought was at the peak, there was a lot of evaporation and we were losing a lot of water. And so what we used to do was to and there was a lot of water, there was a lot of concentration. We could pump the water that the fish were using into the second pump. I mean the second pit or pond, and then because we initially we had the plan of having vegetables on the troughs, but you see, because of drought, we could not be able to go on with this plan. So what we had to do was to drain that water and put fresh water. And the water pumps we could use these water pumps to drain water, because we could not just pick it manually and put it to another. So the water pumps could drain this water, and then we replace clean water, because it reached a time that the concentration was so high that the fish could not survive underwater. They could only float outside there, because they needed the air. So the water pumps, the purpose for the water pumps, in fact, we have not been able to use it maximally. We used them maximally because one of the purposes was to make us pump water into the troughs, so that this water can circulate from the troughs to the ponds, and it pumps it back to the troughs, so that circulation would be able to filter the water and make the water fresher or cleaner for the fish. And at the same time, the vegetables could also give nutrients to the roots, could also give nutrients that the fish uses in their growth. So the water pumps are very, very important for planting, growing vegetables, and at the same time pumping water to make it fresh always for them. Because you see, the kind of fish that you are growing is tilapia is a fresh water fish, and the water we have there is static in the pond. It doesn't go out and clean one comes in. So the work of the pumps is to pump it, take it. It's like now the work the rivers are doing,
Recirculating.
yeah, making it circulate, and it makes the environment conducive
So, what
for
is
the
your
growth.
opinion about the well, the geological survey, and the placement, everything like that? You think it's a good thing to move
It is
forward?
a very good thing because it will give us the supply of enough water that will make us accomplish our goal. Because our goal is to plant vegetables, is to plant to make the 4 ponds operational.
Based on the report, you feel like it's enough water
It will be
to
enough
be
water
sufficient.
because, yeah, because they told me that they had found 3 spots, and these 3 spots they had enough water. In every spot had enough water, had enough source of water. If it is drilled, we'll be able to get enough water to supply and use for the. Now, you asked me about how important that water would be. One, that water would be able to make us accomplish our goal in terms of in terms of the fish, because we'll be able now to grow fish in the 4 ponds very comfortably because we'll have enough water. Secondly, we'll be able to grow grow vegetables, and these vegetables, like in the dry season, the vegetables are very expensive. You couldn't get vegetable anywhere. So that means that even in all seasons, we'll be able to grow vegetables to sell and get money to sustain the projects that we have around. Third, this water, when we drill this water and get enough water, we'll be able to use this water. We'll sell this water to the community, because we reached a point in January when you could not get water anywhere.